Hey, what's happening, y'all? I was thinking about the other day, and it occurred to me that I've shown a couple of my knives in random videos, but I've never done a video just showing all my knives. And maybe a couple other hand weapons, other than guns. But that's the gist of it. I know I have at least a couple more, but I don't know where they're at. I had one very similar to this. That was my dad's. I wrapped it up somewhere. It was sitting in a drawer, and to keep it from rusting, I wrapped it up and put it away somewhere, and I don't know where I put it. So that's at least one. But I think I got a couple others too that I just don't know where they are. So anyhow, this is the collection. I'm gonna flip this around so I can just show them one at a time. And presto, look at that shit. Alright, so start down the line. This is not really a knife, but it could definitely be used as one. It's not to cut shit, but this is just a letter opener. This is my grandpa's. I know my grandma's. My grandma had this for a long, long time, and my aunt had passed away here recently, so we are going through the house, and I found this, and I just always liked it. My grandma had this when I was a kid, so God only knows how old it is. So this switchblade, this is the one that's not traditional. This has the button right here. I keep looking away from the camera there. Alright, this is the lock up here. Lock is on, lock is off. Just push the same button. Instead of pushing this thing, you push the same button to close it. And this blade, like I said before, is always under tension. So no matter what you go, no matter where you got it at, that spring's always pushing, which kind of makes it flip up faster, I think. Pretty quick, but I don't know, maybe that was a little faster, I'm not sure. But anyhow, that was my first switchblade, and then I wanted a traditional style, so I went ahead and got one of those. But we'll get to that. This little knife, this little dagger here, I loved it. This is one of my favorite knives that I own. My dad used to keep this in the old minivan we had back in the 90s. He's had this in the car forever. Literally, my entire life, I always remember this was in the car. And then when my parents got divorced when I was about 30, so about 12, 13 years ago, 14, something like that, it stayed in my mom's car. She had a Jeep Liberty. Well, after my Dodge Dakota took a shit, my mom already had it. It was leasing a new car, so we used her Liberty as a backup car, me and my brother and her. And I ended up finding this in there. And I was like, dude, I gotta have this. This thing is fucking amazing. I absolutely love this knife. And I'll tell you what, this thing is a perfect throwing knife. It is, perfectly weighted to just chuck this fucker at something, dude. And it's got a nice sharp blade on it. This thing. I want more knives like this. I want to buy more just like this. I had a little spring assisted one that flipped open that was shaped very much like this, and also made a good throwing knife, but that bastard broke on me because it was a cheap one. But this, I don't know much about it. I just know I fucking love this knife. My dad has one. It's a little bit bigger. It's called an Arkansas toothpick, but I think this is the same gist with this little fucker, and a nice little small. This is a pretty small blade here. From the base of my thumb, it's pretty close. But I really like this. Very handy. The sheath has always been straight. Clips on well, inside or outside the belt. I don't really take this anywhere or use it because the fact that it was my dad's and my mom's and what have you, I just don't want nothing to happen to it. As a matter of fact, if you can see this right here, this is from, I think, just laying around in drawers and stuff. Or maybe I was carrying, oh, you know what, I was carrying it for a little while. I just slipped the whole thing in my back pocket with my phone, and you know what? I wish so very much I had another one of these that I could carry like that because it worked perfectly. But that's what happened. This shit started getting scratched up, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm done. I don't want to do that." But that's one of my all-time favorite knives. This thing, I got this from a gun show. I forget the name of the brand. They have all kind of knives. The one that I was telling you about that looked shaped like this, that flipped open, was made by the same company as this. But I wish I had another one of those knives. That thing was really cool. But this one, spring assist, It's got a rather fat blade on it. Let's see what it's called. What does it say? Stainless steel, USA design. Stainless steel. It has the US part, US design real big, or USA design real big, and then in fine print underneath it says handcrafted in China. Shocker. You like how they, that's a perfect example of bullshit fine print right there, ain't it? USA design. Manufactured in China. You know? Fucking shysters. They just say what the fuck it is, dude. This is actually a really good one. I don't use it much because this is a heavy ass knife. This thing must be probably 2 pounds, a pound to 2 pounds. It's got to be closer to 2 pounds. This is a heavy pocket knife. Weighs you down. That's why I don't really fucking care. But I like it. It's a nice blade. This one sat in the box for years. I had another one I got at the same time, an all black one. Really nice. I was just thinking about that one today. I haven't seen that one in a few years. I was carrying it to work, and then, I mean, as far as I know, that's the last I recall seeing it, was carrying it to work. And I fucking love that thing, dude. That was a very, very, very nice one. Another gun show knife I bought at the same table I got this one, and I fucking love that other one so much, but it's neither here nor there. This ain't a bad little blade. It's nice and sharp. Point's real sharp. This was my grandpa's. I honestly don't know what he used it for. It's clearly, to me, looks like an ice pick. But it was just in the garage, sitting in with a bunch of screwdrivers and stuff. So I don't know. But it definitely makes a good defensive weapon if you need to. You know, not that I ever plan on using it, but, you know, it's fucking, if I can jam something pretty good and the thing is sharp enough. Nice little, and just an odd little weapon, you know. If there is a tool purpose, and like a, you know, some kind of a, if it is a tool of any kind of sort, and anybody knows what it's for, please let me know. Because it was in the garage and with his other tools. So, speaking of ice picks, I got the Coca-Cola ice pick back in the day. This one has a nice sharp point on it. This is a lot lighter than the other one. This is clearly for an ice pick, but dude, you can make a killer weapon out of this, literally. You know, just fucking. It's a nice little. And I got this thing. This is just more of a kitchen knife. I don't know. I just like the blade on it. Kind of use it for various random purposes, but it's a nice little. It's a nice little sharp little knife. But really, I used to use it as a fucking eating knife. You know, cut steak with and shit, cut chicken with, whatever. But then one day I was just like, you know, that's too cool to be a fucking kitchen knife, so I use that for random shit. This is one my dad gave me. He gave me a whole like survival bag full of all kind of cool shit. And the knife he gave me with it was this one. This is a nice ass knife too. This thing is really fucking nice. It's a nice blade. Nice handle. Parker Surgical Steel, Japan. That's what it says. Yeah, you just might have to take my word on that one. So anyhow, this is a nice big fucking. This is a big fucking knife. This should have been at the end. I was kind of going semi-size order, so I don't know how this one got stuck in the middle, but this one I like very much. He's got this blade real sharp. It's a nice ass fucking knife, dude. Big one. That's not a knife. This here is a knife. Very nice. Very nice. And honestly, this one, if I had to, I could most likely throw this one really well. Not for sure, because the rubber grip and this little tip at the end, I might, you know, if I held it to the sides, I might be able to, but if my life depended on it, or Jackie's life depended on it, or you too, Crazy Cat, I could probably throw it pretty well, if I had to. Knuckle knife, or the knuckle duster. It's a nice ass little brass knuckle turned trench knife. I've had this one for quite some time. I got this one around the time I got this. This was several years, probably 7 years ago or so. But it's a nice little. So you just, you know, This way it ain't gonna come out because it has to pass through the fingers. So when you're holding it like this, even if you hit the button, it ain't coming out. But you know, you can just bash someone's head in, or you can cut the throat, or both. This is feeling a little loose. I gotta tighten the screws up on this mug. I haven't used this one in a while. I just kind of sat around. I used to carry this one all the time, but now I carry my switchblade. But it's a nice ass. This is a very, very nice tool, man. Very nice fighting tool. The little releases right here, and that is an extremely sharp blade. I mean, that one's fucking really sharp. And you got these serrations right here, and I mean, this is an extremely sharp knife. That's why when it pops open in your pocket, I've cut my fingers on it a couple times when it's done that. It doesn't pop open very often, but it has done so. I just hand it, dude. This is something I do to myself all the time, just having something in my hand and then not knowing where the fuck it went to. Aha. Let's tighten this bastard right now. So, most of the time this one's good. This screw at the top tended to come undone more often. It would start to loosen up, but I can't tell. It feels like one of the lower screws is actually coming loose. And of course, they're all some weird star pattern, so you gotta have tiny as shit too, so you gotta have exactly the right tool. Oh yeah, this is loose as fuck. If you don't have exactly the right tool, you're not gonna be able to fix it. And it's like, come on, camera. Yeah, really tiny little. The others. This has been sitting in the bottom of like a leather toiletry bag that I carry with me with just a bunch of random shit in it. Oh, no wonder. That's stupid. There it goes. Dude, they cannot be that fucking loose, or it's just not. I don't know what the fuck. Why is it not fucking spinning? There we go. That one spins and doesn't want to tighten up. I don't know what that's all about. That one's tight. And then this other screw at the top is a different size, of course. They can't just make it simple, but I don't know. I don't know why that one just keeps on fucking turning. It's missing a screw on the other fucking side. That's why. Son of a bitch. Here's a little screw I just took out of the other one. Come on now, tell me one of these will work for me. Tell me one of these are gonna work. Oh, we're having a little crisis here. I was fucking with another knife, another trench knife. You know, bare knuckles, trench knife. And I hope this works. This other one, I'll show you in a little bit here. It fell apart within a couple days, and I lost a screw or some piece in it, and it just doesn't work now. It's fucking garbage, but I wish it worked. There we go. So I had to take a screw out of this other one. It fit perfectly in there. I didn't even realize the fucking screw was missing. It's probably in the bottom of that toiletry bag. It's a constant bouncing around all the fucking time. Just eventually starts to loosen shit up. So this is the one. Got my most common bits at the bottom here. A square, not a square. Shit. That one. Nice size up. Shit. And red. Come on, star pattern. Don't do me like that. That's too big. Of course it is. What the fuck, man? I know I have the right size for this. I've done this before. I've had to tighten this thing up plenty of times. Where the fuck is the other star pattern? Square. It's gotta be this one, dude. Are you fucking serious? Is it the largest small one? Oh, hell. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I was trying to... I don't know. I'll have to check that later. I don't know why I can't find that little part. I should have one more star pattern as an in-between size, but I don't know what happened to it. Oh, was that it? No. that's the one that doesn't fit. Damn it. That's a Phillips flathead. Phillips. Another flathead. And a square. Why the fuck do I have a square? There's some I was tiny that had a square lately. I don't know why this one doesn't fit though. This one should absolutely fit right in there. And if it doesn't, where the hell's the one that does? Because that's the smallest star pattern I'm seeing here. Let's drink some coffee. Shit dries out my mouth. Oh, maybe it is this one. Aha! It is the biggest of the small ones. There it goes. I think I've just... Yeah, this side has been stripped a little bit. Alright. See, it doesn't want to come all the way out now. It's very nice, don't get me wrong, it's very nice. You just can't overly tighten it, but since it's just going to come loose again over time, I'm just going to leave it like that for now, and fuck with it. That's bye bye knife. Anyhow, just got to give it a little flick and it'll come out all the way. That's the only problem though, is that you do have to take your fingers out of the hole, so if you're holding it, you're fighting. You have to slip them out, pop it open, slip it back in. Not the end of the world. Never used it, probably never needed it. Just cool shit to have. This is the other one. I really, really like this one a lot. This looks like an old school trench knife. It's got a nice straight blade, fucking razor sharp blade on it. This one's very, very nice. But the problem is, I've lost screws in it, and I had to take another one out today. But one of these, like there's a screw missing on this side. This screw, this whole, both sides, and the echelon, or whatever that would be called, that little piece inside of there that they screw into, gone. That's really all I need to fix it though. If I could just, I have the little piece that goes in there, and I have one of the screws. I still have one of the screws, but I'm missing one here, and I need two for here. Sorry, I'm missing that one here, and then I need two for here. But this is a really nice fucking knife, dude. I really dig this thing's cool as shit. A little too big to carry because it was even bigger than the other one. But this is a cool fucking, this is a nice ass, this blade is nice, dude. It is sharp as can fucking be, man. Let's see if I can. It's sharp, trust me, it's fucking sharp. I can get one more screw to hold that in right there really tightly, get that in. I might be able to get away without having that one on the bottom. But I don't know, this is the same release in the same spot. This is gonna be a little tricky since it's fucking broke. Damn, I forgot. You know what? It's a good thing this happened because this is a problem that I've encountered with the other one before. Sometimes that little the release lever, whatever you want to call it, will flip to the other side of the blade, and then you can't fucking close it without taking it apart. You have to then take these screws out of here and loosen it up to where you can get that to the other side of it again. Motherfucker, I forgot all about that shit. Damn it. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. I didn't have to take it apart. But that does happen sometimes, and when it does, there's no putting it away until you take it apart. That time, I think I got fortunate because since it's already wiggles down here, I think that's how it got to the other side to begin with and came back so easily. But just know that is a fucking problem. I encountered that probably several times. Maybe 3, 4, 5 times, something like that with this one. But it has happened. It has happened. It's pretty rare, but it fucking can. And it depends on how fast you flip that open. If it goes open too fast, I think that's what makes it just kind of pop under. But I could be wrong. Don't take my word on that. And I got this Camelus knife. My dad gave me this as well. So I've kept it in a box, nice and neat. I love this fucking knife. The yellow jacket. It's just a very old school looking kind of knife. Very old school looking. Gold color pattern on the side there. And it's almost like a holographic pattern, but it just reminds me like something from the 70s or 60s. And you got I cut my nails recently here. Can't get a grip on them. We got 2 blades, 2 small blades. It's just a random pocket knife. I mean, not a random. It's a, just like a regular little pocket knife. 2 blades in it, just for whatever little purposes you might need it. It's not really a fighting, self-defense knife, although it worked better than nothing. But this is just a more random, regular pocket knife. I keep saying random, regular pocket knife. That's what I'm trying to say. Regular pocket knife. Very cool looking. Yellow jacket. If it'll even focus, this phone's a piece of shit. No, almost had it. Yellow jacket. There it is. Alright. But I really, really like this knife a lot. I really wanted to carry this in my pocket too. I really wanted to have one. I even asked my dad where he got it from because I wanted to get another one because I just really like this because it looks so fucking old school. And he told me he had another one actually. He bought them years ago at Cabela's when these things were on clearance. And I was like, cool. Then I get that one for my pocket. Well, as it turns out, I don't want to fuck that one up either. Because I keep shit nice. Like this is the one that my dad actually gave me. That other one was the one he gave me recently. This is the other one. I've had this one for 10 years at least. But exact same knife. I just fucking love this thing, and I really wanted another one so I can carry it. Buy a new one so I can carry that one in my pocket. But my dad gave me this one too, so I like the little boxes too. Very cool. Very cool. Mine doesn't slide open as easily, and it's a little bit lighter color, so I can tell them apart. This one just slides really easy. Little magnet, hold it in place right there. So that way, it's fucking awesome. Very cool knives. I don't want to fuck that one up either. So, and we got my favorite switchblade. My favorite carry knife. Traditional switchblade that I showed very recently. I just got this really recently. Looking at getting one soon here. I'm hoping online. About $75. Got a fake pearl handle. I think it's a little bit thinner. Well, I kind of like how wide that is. I don't know, but the other one I think is a little bit thinner than that. Otherwise, identical. Button in the center. Got the slide lock down here. You push this to release it, but it looks pretty much the same thing. It's just got a fake pearl handle. It's a little bit skinnier. That I cannot wait for because that one will be the one that I'll be carrying regular. I fucking love this knife. I do. It's not very. I tried sharpening it. It's sharp enough, but this ain't really for cutting shit. This is more for fucking stabbing a motherfucker. Let's see here. Just got a few more to go. Jackie, she started dreaming. She's kicking me. Hey, wake up, baby. Oh, fuck! I forgot about this. So my uncle was in the military for a long time. Still works for the government, doing things that probably more classified type stuff, shit that not everybody knows about. But he gave me this helmet. He gave this stuff to my dad, and my dad's been passing this stuff on to me. Fucking, it doesn't fit right because I have to adjust it. But fucking army helmet. This shit's tight, dude. They gave me all this reloading gear recently and some other random things, and this was in there. I have no idea how to loosen this up though. I know you can. I can tell by looking at it. It'll loosen up somehow, but it looks kind of complicated to figure out. But either way, one of these days I get that figured out. Let me see, take the hood off, see how it fits. It's still a little bit tight on me. Fuck yeah, it is. Let me be tactical in my video. God, man, I don't know. I see some videos lately, some random ones that, have all the production and shit done to them, and they got guys in them that are just, so stupidly tactical in their fucking everything. The way they dress, all the fucking shit they got on, and all the pockets filled with random shit. Things they're not even going to use just to film a fucking video of shooting some paper targets, dude. Really? Really? It's fucking sad. Some of it, I mean, we're talking head to toe are decked out more than a fucking Navy SEAL probably would be. You know, I mean, they get shit they don't even need just to fill up everything and make it look cool and tactical. And it's like, dude, fuck yourself, dude. Get over it. It's like tactical used to be cool until everybody fucking just started running it into the fucking ground by just drastically fucking overdoing it, man. It's like you're just doing a gun video, shooting shit. They just act fucking normal, dude. Let's see if I can figure out how to get this fucking thing off. It's pretty dope, though. Hey, see, we got my name on it. Sweet. Ow. My uncle, they gave me his army coat, too. You know what? Fuck it. Since I'm showing all this shit, I might as well. It's right here. I don't know when this is from. This looks like something but yeah, like given to like Vietnam or something. Probably from the 80s. This is probably from the 80s, I'm guessing. I actually do wear this sometimes. I didn't for a long time because one of the sleeves was messed up. It was missing a piece of Velcro. So it just sat really wide. And I didn't wear it for a long time because of that, but I fixed it. See how big that is? You can just... This is the one I added the Velcro to. It had its own Velcro. And I just took a little square patch of it, hooked it up. That way you can make it fit better. This can tuck and fold underneath if you want it to, and Velcro's inside. You just adjust this how you want it. Fix it up. There you go. I'm really surprised there's not a single inside pocket in the whole fucking thing. This kind of jacket, though, this is like what places like Abercrombie or American Eagle or Express or any fucking clothing company, whether it's like, you know, more the Abercrombie type or more the Express type or whatever else shit's like that out there, whether dressier shit. Like, everybody's been trying to copy this fucking style for years and years. And this is actually like the real shit. I like how the zipper starts kind of high on it too. You got snaps on it and shit. Got this long fucking cord on here. And then there's a built-in hood in the collar. And unzip it, pull out a waterproof hood that goes on it too. Nice big fucking deep pockets in the top. You know, shallow pockets here with flaps you can tuck in or leave out. But this is a cool ass jacket, and it's got my name on it too. That's not my name. U.S. Army. Talkington. That's my name right there. That's tight. So this is actually, I mean, this is shit my uncle used to wear in the military. So I like this. It's fucking cool, man. So anyhow, back to the knives. This is one my dad gave me. This is one that sits at home. This is another knife I like to carry with me, but because my dad gave it to me, it won't leave the house. Old school buck knife. Traditional. Very traditional. And I fucking love that about it. He's used this quite a bit. He used to carry this knife. That's why this was so fucking sharp. Because he used to carry this knife and it is very, very, very sharp. But I love these old style knives, man. This just makes me think of the Wild West, you know? This is one of the things that, I mean, I don't even know if they had them back then. I'm sure they did, but it just makes me think of that era. This fucking nice ass knife, dude. I love this little fucking thing. And I mean, this one I couldn't throw. This one is not weighted properly. But, I mean, you can fucking do some damage with this too if you ever had to. Release it back here. That one's nice and firm. That one doesn't flip over. Nice. I like that a lot, though. I like the overall shape of it. Very nice. Fits my hand just right. Very nice little knife, man. Nice leather sheath that it came in, and it's just came together. My dad's had this since God only knows how long he's had that. Hold on. Damn it. So this one I found in my grandpa's Winchester box. I showed this when I showed the box and the blue revolvers. I think I did in the same one. This is probably a squirrel skinning knife, I'm sure. That's probably why it was in the garage. Because he used to squirrel hunt a lot. Nice little fat head handle on the bottom. It's a nice little knife, too. I don't hunt, so won't be skinning animals with it, but Just another one for the collection. It's not quite that sharp. I'm sure my grandpa was using it. That's probably why it wasn't that sharp. Or why it was, it was sharp. You could tell that it was, but it's just dulling a little bit from use. But now it's going to sit. It is retired now. It's going to sit and put away with all the rest of them. Then we got the K-Bar again. This fucking knife is badass, dude. I love this fucking thing. The blade was a little overly dried out, so I have been just every few days just putting just a little bit of oil on it, and then we're kind of wiping it smooth to where you can still see it shinier, but it's not built up on there. Trying to get this blade back to normal. This fucking knife is badass, dude. And then realizing it was a World War II knife, like, this makes me, I really want to wear this on my hip. I don't think, some places you can't do that, but Indiana, there's no restrictions. I could actually walk around with this on my put this on my belt, tie it to my leg, and there's nothing that can be done about it. Indiana has some very good laws. The fact that they made switchblades legal, their knuckles are legal. You can walk around with this. There's no blade restrictions of any kind. I think the only thing you cannot have in Indiana is a ballistic knife, and surprisingly, fucking Chinese stars. You can't have those either. That shocks me. That really shocks me. But I get that it's essentially a ballistic weapon, but they're not usually super long. I mean, you're really just most likely, depending where you hit somebody, I would think most likely to injure somebody as opposed to killing them with it. But it depends on where you hit them. I used to have one. I didn't know those were. Honestly, I thought those were legal. I thought this kind of shit and brass knuckles and switchblades, I thought all that was illegal, and that the Chinese star was legal. Little did I know, it's the opposite. But I have actually lost that thing. It pisses me off because I know I had it in a drawer over here where I keep all kind of stuff that I don't want anything to happen to. I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time. No idea what happened to it. This thing I want to walk around. I just want to carry it on my hip just because it's fucking awesome, but I haven't done so. And we got the Rambo knife. I showed in that video too. This is a nice little fucking knife. My dad had this, as far back as I can remember, going to his gun room. This was on there. Compass on the bottom. It's got fishing string and a couple hooks in there, and waterproof matches and a little stripe pad for them. Very nice knife. Man, I'm surprised he gave this one up. I always thought that was one of his favorites. This is one I bought myself a long time ago. Now, Jesus. I actually changed sheaths with these. This knife came in this sheath, and this one came in this one. But the survival pack my dad made, this one fits better in it. So, and they share the same sheath perfectly. So this is just kind of a big, bulky, extra. Another big ass blade. Bowie knife. I swear I always thought it was a Bowie knife, but I guess it's a Bowie knife. But Winchester. This is a nice fucking knife, and I'll tell you what, I know I can throw this one because I've done it. I've done it. I've taken this thing and chucked it about 10 feet, just right through a fucking piece of wood. This is a nice ass knife. This is cool. I don't know. It's shit like this. I don't really have much of a use for. What the fuck am I gonna do with this? Unless someone comes to the door and I can't find one of my guns that I got stashed all over the place, then I guess this would be how this would be tucked away, anyways, most likely. But it's just cool shit to have. I want to get a gladiator sword, like a machete that's like a gladiator sword, shaped like one. At the gun show, I mean, they actually have an actual gladiator, like the one's new, but it's just like a gladiator sword, where it's like got, it's not just like the machete I'd seen was like a plastic handle and a blade shaped like it with a handle shaped like a gladiator sword. But this one's more like a steel heavy, and it's got like the leather on the ends of it, and it looks really cool. Got a big sheath for it and everything. Yeah, it's a nice ass knife though. I've had this one for quite a while too. Only got a couple left. Found this in a toolbox of mine. It came from my aunt. Like, she gave me this a while ago. I forgot I even had it. I'm guessing some kind of a tool. It was in a toolbox. So I'm guessing it might be a tool for something. But I'll tell you what, that looks like a wicked fucking knife. Look at this bastard. It's in kind of shitty shape. It's got a plastic handle. It needs to be cleaned up. But if this thing were nice and sharp, man, you could fucking just gut somebody with this motherfucker, dude. You walk up and just catch them with the point and just open their ass up, hip to hip. It's a mean looking little bastard though, but I think it's more of a tool. But that blade right there is not very sharp, but that could be sharpened. In fact, I have a feeling it's going to be. There's a little knife that my boss gave us one year at Christmas a few years ago. My old boss, who retired now. I forget what these are called. I don't know if this is the brand or the type of knife. Okay, so this is, I forget the story behind this. A little piece of paper that came with it, I got put away somewhere. I don't have it handy. But you turn this. So you turn this right here, and it locks it. Can't get it out. You turn it. Knife comes out. And then you continue to turn it, and then it locks it in the open position. Opinel. Opinel. I don't know how to say it. It's a nice little knife. I want to say maybe it's a type of knife that sailors use, maybe, or something. I don't remember the story. It's been a while since I read the whole pamphlet. Hey. Wake up. You have bad dreams again? No. Actually, let's say having bad dreams again. Say hi, Jackie. Say hello. Hey. Say hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah, it's a nice little blade, too. This fucker is really, really, really sharp, dude. I haven't used it for anything. I just kept it put away. It's a nice little knife, and that motherfucker is razor sharp. Ow! Damn, dude. I think it just actually broke this. Yeah, it did. Son of a bitch. That's probably the sharpest one I've seen yet. Lock it up so I get away in the bag. I've seen a few more of these at the last gun show I went to. I've seen a few different, I don't know if it's the same brand, but they're the same type of knife. One last thing. My grandma and grandpa, they built I don't know if they had the house built or not, or if they just moved in the area and they happened to buy it. But it was in a neighborhood that was going up in Highland, Indiana. Back in the early 60s, I think, early to mid 60s, they moved out here. And they're the first people to ever live in the house. So that's why we're hoping to keep the house in the family. But behind their house was train tracks. And those train tracks, many years ago, they came and took that whole set of tracks out. I remember the tracks being there, and I remember them taking it down, and then they built the bike trail all the way through there. So once they built the bike trail, my grandpa used to go walking a lot. And one day when he was walking, he found this. Police baton. I don't know, somebody must have dropped it. This is probably back in somewhere in the, God, when did they do that shit? It's the train tracks, those were gone for so long. It was only there for a short while. Like maybe until I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. But anyways, this is probably from the 90s. And my grandpa was walking down there one day and just found this laying on the ground. Kept it ever since. Just got the fucking string, which I don't know what the purpose of the string is. I guess if you wrap it up tight, it might help out, but a little too in. This thing's fucking tight. And it's pretty solid. It's got like just the right amount of weight to it. You got this on the end, you probably shatter windows with. Yeah, this thing's cool as fuck. I forgot I even had this. It was just kind of put away. I've had this for not a long time. I've had this for probably a few years now. I'm sorry, it's just probably more like a few years. My grandpa's had it a long time. But one day, I seen it out in the garage, and I was like, dude, I can't just let that just sit there. I mean, who knows what will happen to it. So once he passed away, I was like, you know what, I'm grabbing it. My grandma had no use for it. My aunt had no use for it. It just sat there anyway, so I've had it for a few years now. This thing is really cool though, dude. It's solid, man. Oh, police batons. Didn't have one with the, the L shape, but this is old school. So anyways, I think that's about it. I don't see any other shit laying around, any other blades laying around. I know I got a couple others, but anyhow, I got shit to do. We got some football to watch and shit to do. Today's day to clean, so guess we'll catch y'all next time.